Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had a great lunch and you're back with your energies replenished for the jury awards. Let's begin by inviting our very, very esteemed dignitaries who are here with us this afternoon. I would like to request them to please join us on stage. But before that, if everyone who's standing could please take their seats, then we could start with the event. Thank you, sir. We would like to begin by inviting onto the stage Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan, Honorable Minister of Finance and Human Resource Management, Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan was here yesterday with us for the TIOL Tax Congress, and today he's here again. We really, really value his presence at the TIOL Awards. Thank you, sir. We're also being joined by Shri Sushil Modi, Honorable Member of Rajya Sabha and former Deputy CM of Bihar. Welcome back, Shri Sushil Modi. Thank you for joining us. We are honored to have amongst us former Finance Minister of Punjab, Shri Manpreet Singh Badal, someone who's credited with stabilizing state finances and a 30% increase in Punjab state GDP. And I must mention that he presented the budget for the state for a record 9 times, which is highest for any minister in Punjab, Shri Manpreet Singh Badal. And I would also like to request Ms. Praveen Mahajan, former chairperson, CBEC, Ministry of Finance, and our honorable jury member to please join us on stage. I request all the dignitaries to kindly take your seats as I invite onto the stage Mr. R. Sridhar, TIOL Awards Committee Coordinator, to please extend a warm welcome to them.
Good afternoon, and hope the lunch has rejuvenated all the audience and the award winners for this afternoon. We have a great session this afternoon, so request each one of you to be glued to your seats and enjoy the afternoon proceedings. It's our honor to welcome Dr. Thiaga Rajan again, Honorable Finance Minister, Government of Tamil Nadu, Shri Sushil Modi ji, once again. We had his blessings for the morning session, and we are very happy to have his blessings for the second half, and Shri Manpreet Singh Badal ji, former Minister, Government of Punjab, for the afternoon session. Now, many of you who are sitting out in the audience would be wondering what would be the jury's award. Just to give you a brief favor of it, this is in turn the view of the jury of those people who have participated but who deserve recognition in the special circumstances as deemed by the jury. So that's the jury award. So that means they've passed through all the qualifications, they've passed through all the stringent tests laid down in the process that has been laid down by the award committee. So the jury award for the afternoon, you will have the proceedings. So please stay and enjoy them. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sridhar, for extending that warm welcome to our guests. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to get into the jury awards. What these jury awards are, that's already been explained by Mr. Sridhar. So we would straight away dive into the first category. This is the deemed category jury awards. And the first one, we're starting with the reformer state category. The award for Haryana has already been presented in the first half of the day. Now the second award in the deemed category jury awards for the reformer state category, this one goes out to the state of Tamil Nadu. And since we have Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan here with us, I would like to request him to receive this, and I'd like to request Shri Sushil Modi to please present this award to the state of Tamil Nadu. Can we have a huge round of applause for Tamil Nadu, please? Many congratulations, Dr. Thiaga Rajan. Shri Sushil Modi, I request you to please come in the front of the stage as we continue presentation of this category of awards. The next award in the Reformist State category, a jury award, goes to the state of Bihar. And we have Mr. Kunal Kashyap, ACST, to receive this award for the state of Bihar. That's Kunal Kashyap, ACST, State of Bihar, receiving the jury award in the Reformist State category for Bihar. Moving on to institutional game changers, in this the jury award goes to Ice Skate DG Systems, but I'm afraid there's no one there to receive the award on their behalf. Oh, there is. And we have 4 hands. Can we have you on the stage, please? Shri Sushil Modi, I request you to please stay back on the stage and present the next set of awards. Can we have the Ice Skate team, please? Can we have a huge round of applause for Ice Skate DG Systems, a winner in Institutional Game Changers Jury Award. The next award in Institutional Game Changers goes out to Income Tax DG Systems, and we have Divyanshu Tiwari, IRS Assistant Director of Income Tax, to receive the award. Many congratulations, Mr. Divyanshu Tiwari. That's the Jury Award in Institutional Game Changers going to Income Tax DG Systems. And the third Institutional Game Changer Jury Award goes to MSME, but I'm afraid we do not have anyone from MSME here to receive the award, but we'll make sure this reaches them. Moving on to the next category, which is Income Tax Zonal category. And here the Jury Award goes to Pune Zone, and we have with us the Commissioner of the Zone, Shri Vijay Chaudhary, to receive the award. That's Pune Zone, the winner of Jury Award in Income Tax Zonal category. And the next winner for the Jury Award in the same category is Mumbai Zone. But again, we do not have anyone representing Mumbai here, so we'll make sure this award reaches them. Moving further, you would like to receive, can we have Mumbai's award on the stage, please? Mumbai Zone, winner of Jury Award in the Income Tax Zonal category. And now we move on to the awards for Customs Zone. Here the Jury Award goes to Chennai, and we have the Additional Commissioner, Mr. V. Pazanyandi, to receive the award. Jury Award in Customs Zone going out to Chennai. And the next award in this Customs Zone category goes out to Delhi, and we have Dr. Shobhit Jain, Commissioner, here to receive the award. Many congratulations, Dr. Shobhit Jain and Delhi Customs Zone for the jury award in the category. Thank you, Shri Sushil Modi, for doing the honors. Moving ahead towards the next set of awards, I invite Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan to please present the next set of awards, please. So I request you to please come forward onto the stage. We continue with the jury awards now. This time it's a category CGST zone, and this one goes out to Bangalore, and we have Ranjana Jha, Principal Chief Commissioner, here to receive the award. That's Bangalore, winner of Jury Award in CGST Zone category. Another jury award going out in CGST, and this one goes out to Chennai. To receive this award, we have Principal Commissioner Shri M.M. Parthiban here with us. Moving further, we get into the category of SGST State VAT, and here the jury award goes to Uttar Pradesh. We have Aditi Singh, Additional Commissioner, and Manoj Kumar, Joint Commissioner, to receive the award here. That's Uttar Pradesh, winner of Jury Award in SGST State VAT category. And the next award, the Jury Award in the same category, goes to Maharashtra. And we have with us Special Commissioner GST, Mr. Anil Bhandari, Joint Commissioner GST, G. Shrikant, Joint Commissioner GST, Swati Kale, Joint Commissioner GST, Sanjay Nikam, and Joint Commissioner GST, G. Popal Ghat, here to receive the award for Maharashtra. The next award in the same category goes to Chhattisgarh. We do not have anyone from Chhattisgarh to receive the award, but we'll make sure this reaches them. Moving on to the category of corporates above 5,000 crore turnover. The first one in this category, the jury award, goes to Jindal Steel and Power Limited, and we have EVP Indirect Taxes, Mr. Gaurav Khurana, here with us to receive the award. That's Jindal Steel and Power Limited, winner in corporates above 5,000 crore turnover, jury award, Mr. Gaurav Khurana, representing the company. The next jury award in the category above 5,000 crore turnover goes to JSW Steel Limited, and we have Mr. Sameer Pradhan, Associate Vice President, Head Indirect Tax, to receive the award. Can we all cheer for JSW Steel Limited, please? And another jury award in this category goes to Indian Oil Corporation, and we have Shri Sanjay Kaushal, CFO of the company, here with us to receive the award. Indian Oil Corporation. Thank you so much, Dr. Thiaga Rajan. Thank you for doing the honors. Moving on towards the next set of awards, I would like to request Shri Manpreet Singh Badal to please come forward and present the next set. Thank you, sir. Next is jury awards in the category of turnover between 500 crores to 5,000 crores. And this one goes out to JSW Ispat Special Products Limited. We have Mr. Sameer Pradhan, Associate Vice President, Head Indirect Taxes, receiving the award on behalf of JSW Ispat Special Products Limited. The next jury award in this category goes out to Colgate-Palmolive India Limited, and we have the finance manager, Mr. Sridhar, here to receive the award. Colgate-Palmolive India Limited, winner of jury award in turnover between 500 crores to 5,000 crores. Many congratulations, Mr. Siddharth. Moving on, the next award in this category goes to Supreme Petrotech Limited. We do not have anyone representing the company here, but we'll make sure they receive their award. Going on to the non-deemed categories jury awards, in which the first is corporates above 5,000 turnover, that is 5,000 crores turnover. And the first jury award here goes to Hindustan Zinc Limited. We have Mr. Rajkumar Basak, Head Direct Taxation, and Ms. Pragya Jain, Deputy Manager, Direct Taxation here to receive the award for Hindustan Zinc Limited. Many congratulations, Mr. Rajkumar Basak and Ms. Pragya. The next jury award in the category goes to Zydus Life Sciences Limited. We have Mr. Upen Shah, VP Taxation, and Mr. Rashmikant Shah, General Manager, Indirect Taxation here to receive the award for Zydus Life Sciences Limited. And the next award in this category goes to Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited. We have Mr. Avinash Dhawan, DGM, Pankaj Goyal, Assistant Manager, and Ms. Yogita Gupta, Assistant Manager here to receive the award. I think we are all winners in the crowd. We should applaud the other winners coming on the stage. Thank you. Many congratulations, Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited. Moving into the next category, which is corporates between the turnover of 500 to 5,000 crores. The first jury award here goes to Eastern Condiments Private Limited. We have Manu PM here, Deputy Manager Finance, to receive the award. The next jury award in the category, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for CSB Bank Limited. We have Mr. Gaurav Mahajan, Zonal Head Delhi, and RC Rai, consultant of the company here to receive the award. And the last jury award, excuse me, and the last jury award in the category of corporates between 500 crores to 5,000 crores goes to Ratnamani Metals and Tubes Limited. And we have Mr. Jayanti M. Sanghvi, Joint Managing Director, Mr. Virendra K. Yadav, DGM Commercial, and Mr. Lal Singh Makwana, Manager Commercial, to receive the award. Many congratulations to you, and thank you so much, sir, for doing the honors. To present the next set of awards, I would like to request Ms. Praveen Mahajan to please come forward. Moving on to the jury awards in the MSME category, though we do not have the winners here with us, we would like to quickly name them and we'll make sure that their trophies reach them. Starting with Tempson's Instruments India Private Limited, Rustam Foods Private Limited, and Vival Exports Private Limited. Can we please give them a round of applause, even though they are not here, they are winners. The jury award for the category facilitators goes to Rajinder Arora. Many congratulations, CA Rajinder Arora, a winner of Jury Award in Facilitators category. And there's another award for facilitators in the category. This goes out to CA Neha Gupta. Many congratulations, Ms. Neha Gupta. Next up, we have jury awards in the category of tax technology service providers. This one goes out to Iris GST. We have S. Swaminathan, CEO and founder, and also Ms. Shilpa Dobhale, product and design head of the company, here to receive the award. We have one more jury award in tax technology service providers. This goes out to Binary Semantics Limited. We have Suramya Chaudhary, Chief Compliance LOB, to receive the award. Binary Semantics Limited, winner of Jury Award in Tax Technology Service Providers category. Congratulations, Binary Semantics. And coming on to the last category of jury awards, these are future taxpayer category, that is startups. And in this, the first jury award goes to Kinetic Locus Engineering LLP. I'm told we do not have any representative from the company, so we'll make sure this reaches them. While the second jury award in this category goes to QLE Private Limited, and we have Dr. Vivek Jha, the founder of the company, here with us to receive the award. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Many congratulations to you, and thank you so much, Ms. Praveen Mahajan, for doing the honors. Thank you. Before I invite winners on stage to say a few words, can we have a huge round of applause for all the winners in this room, please? And now, before I hand over the dais to the winners to share a few words about their experience and what it has taken to bag this coveted award, just request you to keep it short, script, maximum 1.5 minutes, so that we can invite as many people as possible to share their views with us. Starting with the winner of jury award in the SGST State VAT category. The winner was Maharashtra, and we have Mr. Anil Bhandari here with us, Special Commissioner GST. I request him to please come on stage and say a few words.
Good afternoon all, honorable members of the dais, honorable jury, and all the dignitaries present here at the TIOL Congress 2022. I humbly accept the award in the SGST category for the state of Maharashtra on behalf of the Commissioner State GST, Shri Kumar Mittal, and also all the officers and staff of the Department of GST. I am grateful for the recognition being shown here. I thank TIOL for the 2-day-long conclave where we've got to hear from so many experts, which was very enriching. Maharashtra has always believed in a pro-business approach to taxation, and in pursuant to that goal, we the state GST department works more of as a facilitator rather than a regulator. So I once again thank everyone here for this award on behalf of the Commissioner and the state GST department. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
I request Dr. Shobhit Jain, Commissioner of Delhi in the Customs Zone, to please join me on dais and share a few words. Do we have Dr. Shobhit Jain back in the hall? Yeah.
Very good afternoon to the honorable members on the dais, the jury, and of course all the colleagues. On behalf of Delhi Customs, I would like to thank for this recognition, and we portray a change, I must say, in the customs administration that has been working for last many years, and the peak we saw was probably in the COVID, where I think we were able to deliver in a very critical phase when there was the need of this nation. At that point of time, we rose to the occasion, and that streak has continued till now. And I think I represent, besides the officers, I also represent the grassroots people who are working over there in the whole ecosystem that we represent, down to the inspector level, to the TAs, and everybody who is toiling day and night. Now we work 24/7, toiling day and night to give services and be a part of the nation building exercise. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Jain. Moving on, I would like to invite Mr. Abhinav Gupta, ADG of ISK DG Systems, to please say a few words.
Respected dignitaries on dais, TIOL jury, guests and media friends, I would like to thank TIOL for recognizing our efforts in providing quality services at iSkate. These awards and recognitions motivate us to deliver best and deliver our good services to the people. We look forward to achieving more such milestones and more such awards. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Abhinav, for keeping it really crisp. Moving on, for the next one, we would like to invite Ms. Ranjana Jha, Principal Chief Commissioner, CGST Zone Bangalore, to share a few words with us.
Good afternoon, everybody, members on the dais, and colleagues and friends. I just wanted to say, I wanted to tell, in fact, TIOL as a group, hats off to all of you for the conception, design, and execution of this venture. And, it's very interesting and important to see that government stakeholders of the entire taxation environment are being adjudged by other participants in that environment. I believe this was a kind of a voting which was thrown open to the public and everybody could vote in. And absolutely, there was no effort on the part of all of us, particularly our zone, definitely. I can vouch for that. In fact, that kind of interaction shows a very healthy, interactive, and supportive ecosystem. And that is as the underpinning of the entire system. And in the absence of which, true development cannot be enabled. So it's a very healthy mixture between all the tax holders of the taxation environment. So I thought it's a healthy development, and thank you again to TIOL for this kind of recognition. Thank you.
Moving on, I would like to invite onto the dais Mr. Gaurav Khurana, EVP Indirect Taxes, Jindal Steel and Power Limited, winner of Jury Award in the corporate above 5,000 crore turnover category, to please come and share a few words. Do we have Mr. Gaurav Khurana here? I'm afraid he's left without speaking. We'll see if he comes back. We'll get him back onto the stage. For now, we'll move on. Next, we have CFO of Indian Oil Corporation, Shri Sanjay Kaushal. I request him to please come on stage and say a few words. Congratulations.
Respected member on the dais, TIOL, and ladies and gentlemen who are present for this award ceremony. Good afternoon to everybody. It's indeed great honor for Indian Oil Corporation to receive these coveted awards. I really thank to all the jury members who considered our contribution to the nations for this category. We hope whatever the topics of discussions have been done during these deliberations yesterday, it will be good for our policy making. I wish this TIOL to continue these traditions. It is a healthy process they have started. It will motivate all the corporates to achieve these coveted positions. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. It's time I invite on stage Mr. Rajkumar Basak, Head Direct Taxation, Hindustan Zinc Limited, to please share a few words on winning the jury award in the corporate above 5,000 crore category.
Good evening, respected dignitaries at the dais, respected jury, and all of you. I received this award on behalf of entire finance and tax team of Hindustan Zinc. This award further motivates us to continue our good practices in tax. In the ever-changing world of tax, at Hindustan Zinc, we feel that compliance is the key. Compliance is the key. It always have been to the tax function. And apart from that, with the increased focus on ESG, transparency is also coming up as one of the most important thing in the field of taxation. I encourage all of you to read our tax transparency report, which is available at hjlindia.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Basak. Now we would like to invite onto the stage General Manager Indirect Taxation of Zydus Life Sciences Limited, Mr. Rashmikant Shah, to please come on the dais and say a few words.
Respected Shri Sushil Kumar Modi ji, Manpreet Singh ji, Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan Saab, and Majan Madam. Good evening, friends. Shri Shailendra Kumar ji, Trustee TIOL Award, jury members, and everyone present here. Thank you for bestowing our organization with such an honor and this special award. As we receive this award, we feel overwhelmed. It is indeed a pleasure to be here in front of you with this award and representing one of India's leading pharma giant, Zydus Group. We as a group will continue to contribute to nation's healthcare and well-being as we did in past. We congratulate government for implementing biggest tax reform after independence, which brought paradigm shift in indirect tax regime and achieving the highest tax collection so far. We also congratulate government's continuous efforts towards streamlining the tax system, smoothing the functioning of law, and digitalization of compliances. Nonetheless, there is a long way to go. Once again, we thanks Shri Shailendra Kumar ji, jury members, and everyone present here from bottom of the heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, and congratulations once again. Moving ahead, let me now invite Mr. Rajendra Arora, who is the winner in the Facilitators category of Jury Award, to please come on the dais and share a few words.
Distinguished members on the dais, thank you very much, TIOL, for recognizing the effort made into the subject GST, my beloved subject. I'm really thankful to the entire team led by Shailendra sir. I just want to put forth before the August gathering that my sole objective for subject GST is to bring literacy amongst the all stakeholders in the country. I'm just leaving you with one simple thought, that today the estimated expenditure of our country in 22-23 is around 40 lakh crores. And at present, the subject itself, when I refer to subject, it is my GST. So when the subject itself is contributing around 20 lakh crores or is going to contribute around 20 lakh crore in a year, so what kind of revenue source this is going to be for the country, our country? And what kind of attention we require to give to this particular subject in times to come. In terms of implementation, rather first of all making those laws which are economy friendly, stakeholder friendly, and implementing those laws in such a manner that actually it brings all the more ease of doing business in the economy. And to me, when our Honorable Prime Minister gives us a dream of 5 trillion USD economy in times to come, to me, GST only can bring this dream come true. Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you, Mr. Rajendra Arora. The next winner in the facilitators category is CA Neha Gupta. We invite her to be on the dais and share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone, and respected dignitaries. I would like to thank everyone and all TIOL members for providing me this opportunity today. So today, most of the people want to succeed in their life, but somehow they are not able to do so. So for them, I would like to quote one thing, and that is, तू कोशिश तो कर सब हो जाएगा, तू कोशिश तो कर सब हो जाएगा, तेरे साथ पूरा जहां हो जाएगा. That what I saw in TIL awards too when I was trying for this category. So TIL team members motivated me so much that yes, I can do, and somehow I tried for it and I was able to achieve this award, that jury award. Next, I want to share one example of my life. When I started my career as a CA practicing professional, and also I've started my YouTube channel, I faced lot many doubts from other people. They were of the view that ladki hai kahan kar payegi. So majorly CA profession is deemed to be a male dominated profession, especially CA practice. So I want to see the time when people will say that ladki hai kahan kar payegi to ladki hai zyada behtar kar payegi. Thank you.
Very nicely put, Ms. Neha Gupta. Moving on, we would like to invite onto stage S. Swaminathan, CEO and founder of Iris GST, to please come on the dais and share about winning the jury award.
Dignitaries, friends. Last year, we won the same award. We won a different award slip. And the Shailendra has a habit of getting me into trouble. About 25, 30 years ago, I was a journalist. And I was about to leave Economic Times. I'd gone to Dr. Rajan and said, I'm leaving Economic Times. He said, Shailendra had just joined, I think a few months before that. So Dr. Chalaya's words were, it looks like finally Economic Times is getting better people. That was the first time he got me into trouble. Now he's got me into trouble again by giving me an award last year and giving literally upgrading me this year, for which I'm grateful. I'm not ungrateful. I'm extremely grateful. But I think it makes my life difficult. But having said that, I think as a chronicler of living history, the work that TIOL is doing is nothing short of amazing. Hats off to all of you for what you're doing. And the reason I'm saying that is because, mark my words, in 5 years' time, tax will not be about revenues. Tax will be about economic insights. The kind of data, I don't know if the GST gentleman is here. I think we owe a deep debt of gratitude to GST and for creating a framework which allows economic insights to be realized from the stream of data being filed by governments. I think Dr. Thiaga will be very happy to know there are 6 states we are working with in terms of gleaning GST insights. At the forefront is Tamil Nadu. So when I heard that as a reformist state, you got the award, I think you will be there for the next God knows how long. And because the kind of insights being gleaned by them is something that I think every state might want to learn from. I gave a copy of a report to Modi ji a little while ago, which you might have seen, which again provides very basic insights. So I think in 5 years' time, you will actually see that tax insights, revenue insights will actually play second fiddle to economic insights from the stream of data. So once again, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Swaminathan. And last of all, I would like to invite onto the dais Ms. Suramya Chaudhary, Chief Compliance, LOB Binary Semantics Limited, to share a few words about her experience of winning the jury award.
Good afternoon and happy Guru Nanak to everyone today. So I'm so honored to be here and grateful to be receiving this prestigious TIOL award on behalf of GST Robo LOB of Binary Semantics. I have my deepest gratitude to all my colleagues, CAs, and of course Google Baba for helping me transform from woman in tech into woman in fintech. I'm helping us build the GST invoicing and e-waybill product to meet the market gaps. It's been very engrossing and interesting journey over the last 5 years, which has started basically with tax filings, reconciliation, and now to integrated e-bills, GST, e-invoicing platforms, and more importantly, the analytics that is going to give a lot of insights to all of us going further. The organizations are now moving into digital transformation for optimizing their cost, improving their customer experiences, and also plugging their revenue leakages. I would really like to thank all our customers and would just like to reaffirm to them that we stay committed to innovation and ongoing investments to further evolve our GST Robo platform. It's both an emotional and an overwhelming moment for all of us and a testimony to successful implementation with hundreds of our enterprise customers. I would like to share my deepest heartfelt thanks to the organizers of TIOL and the jury and the panel members for bestowing GST Robo team at Binary Semantics with such an award. It's a movement of pride for all of us, and the credit goes to all the entire team, including our shared support teams, above all, our customers. I would once again like to thank everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ramya Chaudhary, for that. And now I would like to invite onto the dais Mr. Ashok Mehta, Principal Chief Commissioner of Mumbai Zone, a winner of Jury Award in the Income Tax Zonal category, to please come on the dais and say a few words.
Esteemed member on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the omission on my part for not having been present in the morning to receive the Best Zone Award, which CGST Mumbai Zone had been awarded. So it was when the announcement was for the Mumbai Zone, so I thought perhaps the evening awards had gone into the morning category in the case of Haryana, so maybe it's a shifting time. Anyway, the award is basically the recognition what you actually do on the field at the ground level. And when I joined as a Principal Chief Commissioner CGST Mumbai, and the zone in a period of about 13 months had detected the evasion of about 12,000 crores with the recovery of about 1,248 crores and 105 arrests. The revenue buoyancy, when the country's overall buoyancy was around 26%, and Mumbai zone had been showing nearly 40%. I cannot take the credit as a department, but I must say the compliance level had tremendously increased. And I'm grateful to the Tax India online team for having recognized the efforts made by all officers of the CGST Mumbai zone. And I'm particularly thankful to Mr. Shailendra Kumar and the jury which had adjudged and the people who had taken and voted for the Mumbai zone. Once again, I, on behalf of the CGST Mumbai zone, though I retired on the 30th of September 2022, and after having retired, it gives rather more satisfaction to me that the zone which I headed has been rated the best CGST zone in the country. My apologies for not having been present in the morning to receive the award, maybe slightly goof up with my interpretation of the timings. But once again, nevertheless, not too late. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, esteemed member on the dais. Thank you.
And now we request Mr. S.K. Rehman, Principal Commissioner, Customs Zone, Delhi, to please come on the dais and say a few words. Welcome, sir.
Honorable Ministers and the dais, Honorable Jury, dignitaries in the audience, representatives of trade and industry. Indeed, it has been a great privilege to be associated with Tax India Online, particularly TIOL awards function. I've seen it in 2020, 21 and 22. It's a great improvement. I mean, this awards ceremony, the way they are recognizing, the way they are organizing themselves, it appears that, CBIC and CBDT will have to look inwards. It's a time that we reward our officers, we encourage our officers. We are thankful to Tax India Online that somebody who is outside, somebody who is from the press, is recognizing our contribution, CGST zones and income tax work, and honoring them. And I have been in GST Council for more than 2 years. I have been associated with GST for almost 4 years. I have seen the ups and downs, the starting, the difficulties of GST. I have gone through the journey. I was part of the journey. And I have always been regular follow-up of Tax India Online editorials, cobweb articles, which has been recently published as 5 years of, cobweb editorials. And when you read that, it is a real flashback. I could understand, I could feel, I could, weigh each and every word that has happened, what we felt relevant during those initial days of GST Council meetings in 2017-18, 19-20, and on and on. And the very fact that GST has been successful is because the strength of the taxpayers. It is because of the political leadership. It is because of the hard work done by the officers across the country, both central government and state government. But nevertheless, the support given by press, particularly Tax India Online, through its articles, through its education to the taxpayers, has been a tremendous support for the government. And the government, particularly CBSE, has been very thankful to Mr. Shailendra in particular, to the TIOL team in general. And on this occasion, I would like to express my gratitude on behalf of Government of India. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now it's time to invite onto the dais someone who's known to offer rich insights always to his audience, someone who's known to break down even the most complex concepts into simple things so that people can understand them easily. And of course, he's someone who's presented Punjab's budget for a record 9 times. We're talking about none other than Shri Manpreet Singh Badal, former Finance Minister of Punjab. Very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and dignitaries on the dais, Sushil Modi Sahab. Modi Sahab, आपके साथ डायस पे बैठना, GST काउंसिल में बैठना मेरे लिए एक इज्जत का बाइस था. So I'm very happy to have you with me again, sir. And Mr. Thiaga Rajan Sahab, he's actually one of the most eloquent and erudite politicians I've ever met in my life. It could be because he is a class apart, but it also reflects the kind of people I've been associating with in Punjab. And Mrs. Mahajan, a great pleasure to have met you this morning. To those of you, actually to most of you who don't know me, I'm actually a historian by inclination, I'm a farmer by occupation, and I'm a politician by profession. So I really don't have very deep insights into anything which I do in life. When I was a very young boy growing up in deep rural Punjab, one of my greatest ambitions was to actually join the Indian Army as a commissioned officer. Unfortunately for me, I was born in 1962. There was a war in 1962, there was a war in 1965, there was a war in 1971. And my mother, God bless her soul, she thought that like elections, these wars are also fought every 5 years. And when she realized that I had actually, given the NDA exam, she just went ballistic. And she said, I was the only son, and she said, I'm going to lose my son, and I'm not going to let you join the army. Finally, I had to given to her wishes. Then I went around my village asking the village elders that, suggest an honorable way to live life. And I was told that you become actually a doctor. And by becoming a doctor, you'll be able to help society. So I'd finished my class 12 exam. So I went to the registrar of the medical college at Patiala. I told him that I want to enroll in this medicine. And he looked at my certificates and he said, sir, you don't have the requisite credits. You have to have your biology and chemistry and what have you. So I'm sorry, you can't become a doctor. And it was at that point I said, chuck it. I'm going to run this country. And I've been trying to run this country for the very, very unsuccessfully. I can assure you that. But, but having said that, my first words, of course, must be to congratulate all the winners this afternoon. Well done. You really make us proud. And, when I was actually looking at you and the dignitaries actually giving away the, the prizes and the mementos, आप में से मुझे एक नए हिंदुस्तान की झलक नजर आ रही. This is a new India. These are very exciting times to be an Indian, and these are very exciting times to be a politician. You could have been an Indian from 1947 to 1992, where the GDP was growing at 3%, your population was growing at 2.5%. So effectively for 50 years, India was going nowhere. And it's only after, the mid-90s when India started clocking 9%, 10% growth, when the population actually fell from 2.5%, we come down to 1.5%. It's like people like me who have started dreaming dreams which my grandfather's generation could have never dreamt of, which my father's generation could have never dreamt of. And what are those dreams? Those dreams are that one day India will join the community of nations as an honorable member. And I'm reminded of these beautiful words of one of the poets of Punjab, and I would want to quote him in original, because after seeing you, the winners, where he says, Na raha chand sitaron ka main mohtaj kabhi. I've never been beholden to the stars, because sometimes in astrology you can actually place where you're going to go. But he said, I've never been beholden to the stars. He said, Na raha chand sitaron ka main mohtaj kabhi. Apni mehnat ke maine sada ujale dekhe. And he says, तस्करा उसने लकीरों का वहीं छोड़ दिया जब नजूमी ने मेरे हाथों के छाले देखे. Once the astrologer saw that this man had blisters on his hands, he stopped the analysis. He told him, good luck, you're doing well. So, I think these are very exciting times. And people talk about that how India has become a $3 trillion economy. And I hope in the next, if India continues to grow the way it is growing, and I hope in the next 10 years, if India becomes a $6 trillion economy, and I hope I have another 10 years to live, कि ये जो मेरी आंखें हैं, ये देख जाएं कि हमारा मुल्क भी पटड़ी पे चढ़ गया. We become a meaningful society, and that, I live to see that day. And I'm in my first budget, which I presented to the State Assembly in Punjab, I quoted a very famous Russian author whose name was Nikolai Ostrovsky. And Nikolai Ostrovsky was actually a patriot, a Russian patriot, who was fighting in the civil war which was raging in Russia at that time. And he was wounded in the civil war. He was blinded. He became an invalid. But, the will to carry on and to carry on of being used to society. So he actually wrote many books which were translated into many languages. But the book which really changed my life was, and the title of that book was How the Steel Was Tempered. And I quoted from that book. And he says, man's dearest possession is life. It's given to him but once. And he must live that life so that dying, he has no shame of having lived a mean and a petty life. That dying, he may say that all my life, all my strength was given to the highest cause of humanity, which is the abolition of poverty from earth. So this is what I quoted. So I hope, and all of us sitting in this room, we are the make or break generation for India. Either India will make it within our lifetime, or we will miss the bus. And this is the people talk about the Asian century, or I think we are the generation. And I'm reminded of the words of a very charismatic president, former president of the United States, John F. Kennedy, and his inaugural address. Everybody remembers that address. But where he says, every generation of Americans has had to give testimony of their loyalty to America and freedom. The world is surrounded with the graves of young men who answered that call. But very few generations have had the honor of defending America in its hour of maximum danger. And he goes on to say, I will not shirk my responsibility. And my generation is not willing to exchange places with any other generation. So we are that generation now in India. We are the make or break generation. I think what we need to decide as policymakers is that we will not shirk our responsibility, and we are not willing to exchange places with any other generation. And I quote another famous Nobel laureate, Joseph Stiglitz, where he says that, development is also not about just transforming economies. It's actually about transforming the lives of people. So while, we always focus on the top 1%, but, we also need to focus on the 99%. And to quote Stiglitz, he says, the top 1% have the best houses, the best education, the best doctors, the best lifestyles. But there is one thing that money does not seem to have bought, and that is an understanding that their fate is bound with the 99%. The fate of these 1% is bound with the 99%. And this is what the top 1% don't learn. They eventually do learn, but it's sometimes too late. So I don't want to take more than the time allotted to me. But can I again end my speech with another quote from a great poet, Allama Iqbal, Dr. Sir Muhammad Iqbal, one of the most famous poets of the subcontinent of India. And where he says, इस सुर्ख सूरज से कह दे कोई, सुर्ख is red, इस सुर्ख सूरज से कह दे कोई, अपनी किरणों को गिन गिन के रख ले, मैं अपने सहरा के जर्रे जर्रे को खुद चमकना सिखा रहा हूँ. Sahara is a desert. I don't need the rays of the sun. I will make my desert. मैं अपने सहरा के जर्रे जर्रे को खुद चमकना सिखा रहा हूँ. मेरे इरादे करेंगे फितरत पर हुक्मरानी. That I will bend the laws of nature with my willpower. मेरे इरादे करेंगे फितरत पर हुक्मरानी. जहाँ फरिश्तों के पर है लर्जा. Farishte are angels, and angels are supposed to have wings and they can fly. And he says, जहाँ फरिश्तों के पर है लर्जा, मैं उस बुलंदी पे जा रहा हूँ. I have to take my nation to that height where even the angels cannot reach. Larza is when they're fluttering too hard, but they can't fly any longer. So जहाँ फरिश्तों के पर है लर्जा, मैं उस बुलंदी पे वहाँ पर हिंदुस्तान को लेके जाना है. God bless India. Thank you for your patience. And thank you to the TIOL for this invite. Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Thank you so much, Shri Manpreet Singh Badal. We would have loved to hear you for a lot longer. And he was moving on. We would like to invite onto the dais Shri Sushil Modi, Honorable Member of Rajya Sabha and former Deputy CM of Bihar, to please share a few more words about TIOL and what he sees as future of India here.
तमिलनाडु के वित्त मंत्री डॉक्टर पी त्यागराजन जी, पंजाब के 10 वर्षों तक वित्त मंत्री रहे श्री मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी, श्री आर श्रीधर जी और TIOL के CEO श्री शैलेंद्र जी. Friends, I've delivered a short speech even in the morning session. So in this session, no speech was required. But Shailendra ji has urged that I should speak in this session also. मित्रों, मैं शैलेंद्र जी को एक बात बताना चाहूँगा कि the book he has submitted to us on GST, I think most of you have got that book also. I think मुझे लगता है कि GST पर इस तरह का कॉम्पीडियम शायद ही भारत के अंदर किसी ने प्रकाशित किया होगा. पूरी जो GST की जर्नी के पर जो आर्टिकल्स लिखे हैं वो वंडरफुल हैं. तो श्री मित्रों, मैं इस प्रोग्राम को आयोजित करने के लिए और शैलेंद्र जी को भी अपनी ओर से धन्यवाद और बधाई देता हूं. मित्रों, मैं 2 इश्यूज की केवल चर्चा करूंगा. सुबह में मैंने GST पेट्रोल एंड डीजल इन GST पर चर्चा की थी और सिंगल रेट पर मैंने चर्चा की थी. इस सत्र में मैं पोस्ट compensation, because as you all know that the 5-year assured 14% growth has come to an end on 30th June 2022. When the GST was launched, it was assured by the union government that each and every state will have a growth of 14% year on year. And if there is a shortfall in that growth, the shortfall will be compensated from a compensation cess fund. And as you all know that this fund was not be given to the states from the Consolidated Fund of India. But there was a fund was created which was known as Compensation Cess Fund. And on pan masala, coal, tobacco, automobiles, selected drinks, over and above 28% GST, cess was levied. And whatever cess that was collected from these items, that was kept in a compensation cess fund. And the states were being compensated if there is a shortfall of 14% year on year in their growth. तो मित्रों, इसके पहले मैं एक बात और बताना चाहूंगा कि though the GST Council assured 14% year on year growth, but pre-GST, the average growth of the states was only 8.9%. So ऐसा नहीं है कि pre-GST there were having 15% growth or 16% growth year on year growth. That is not correct. Pre-GST RBI की एक स्टडी निकली स्टेट ऑफ फाइनेंसेस पर कि 15-16 से लेकर 3 साल का एवरेज ग्रोथ क्या था पूरे कंट्री का. तो 18 नॉन स्पेशल कैटेगरी स्टेट्स का जो ग्रोथ था दैट वाज ओनली 8.9%, बट द स्टेट्स वर एश्योर्ड 14% ग्रोथ. So 8.9% growth means some states may be having 11 or 12, but most of the states were having less than 8 or 9% growth. लेकिन एश्योर किया गया 14% ग्रोथ. और मित्र, मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहूँगा कि GST जब लागू हुआ उसका जो फर्स्ट 3 years that went on well, there was very small amount of shortfall in the revenue. लेकिन 4th year में जब पेंडेमिक स्टार्ट हो गया तो जो GST की जर्नी थी वो प्रभावित होने लगी और राज्यों का जो रेवेन्यू था उसका शॉर्टफॉल बढ़ता चला गया. तब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने स्टेट्स को एश्योर किया, बिकॉज वी हैव एश्योर्ड 14% ग्रोथ, but we are not getting required revenue. So Government of India will borrow money from the market and they will provide money to the states. और मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि 2,69,000 crore were borrowed by Union government through RBI window to provide compensation to the states. मैं फिर एक बात क्लियर कर दूं कि the compensation was not to be provided by the Union government's own kitty. अगर शॉर्टफॉल होगा तो वो सेस फंड से ही कॉम्पनसेट किया जाएगा. लेकिन जब कोविड के समय में स्टेट्स का रेवेन्यू ग्रो नहीं कर रहा था, आपको मालूम है, तो 2,69,000 crore was borrowed by the Union government और राज्यों की इसके द्वारा मदद की गई. Now many states are demanding that this 5-year period should be extended. तो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा already that period has been extended till March 2026. तो ये जो स्टेट्स को जो कॉम्पनसेट करना था वो पीरियड ऑलरेडी हैज बीन एक्सटेंडेड टिल मार्च 2026. लेकिन इस दौरान जो रेवेन्यू आएगा 2026 तक, तो ऑलरेडी द लोन दैट इज बीन टेकन बाय द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट दैट इज about 2,69,000 crore, so that has to be repaid, then the interest has to be repaid, and the arrears of the state government has to be repaid. तो यानी करीब 6 lakh crore has to be repaid as a arrear, as a loan, as a principal amount, and as a interest amount. तो इसलिए जो राज्य ये मांग करते हैं कि ये जो कॉम्पनसेशन का पीरियड है इसको इट शुड बी एक्सटेंडेड, ऑलरेडी दैट हैज बीन एक्सटेंडेड, बट वॉट एवर अमाउंट विल बी कलेक्टेड विल बी पेड टू द स्टेट्स एज द एरियर्स एंड इट विल बी रिपेड एज अ लोन एंड प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट एंड द इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट. इसलिए मित्रों एक बात तो ये कि नाउ स्टेट हैज टू लिव विद विदाउट कॉम्पनसेशन. मुझे मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी बता रहे थे, मैंने पूछा कि what is the shortfall of Punjab? So it is more than 20,000 crore shortfall or whatever may be the amount. So about 1 lakh crore, there will be a shortfall of 1 lakh crore in the year 22-23 for the states, because now the states are not going to get any compensation from this cess fund. So there is a big challenge before the states because they are going to have a shortfall of about 1 lakh crore. अब इसका what is the way out? You can't increase the cess amount because already it is at its saturation point. जिन चीजों पर सेस लगाया गया है उस अमाउंट को आप रेट को इंक्रीज नहीं कर सकते हैं. नए आइटम्स पर आप सेस लगा नहीं सकते हैं क्योंकि कोई आइटम इस तरह का नहीं है कि आप सेस लगा सके. So states will have to live with this shortfall of 1 lakh crore in the year 2023. And it is very difficult to raise taxes also because of Ukraine crisis and inflation. So what is the way out? The way out is rate rationalization, review of exemptions, plug the leakages, audit and scrutiny of returns, control and validation of registrations, prevent fraudulence. I don't think there is any other alternative. क्योंकि आप रेवेन्यू इंक्रीज करने के लिए कोई नया टैक्स नहीं लगा सकते हैं इस माहौल में. और मैंने जिक्र किया इन द मॉर्निंग सेशन, I have gone into the details about 5% GST which was levied on the food grain items. There was so much of hue and cry in the entire country. So you can't levy new taxes, you can't levy new cesses, you can't include new items for the cess fund. इसलिए मित्रों एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है राज्यों के लिए कि 22-23 में करीब 1 लाख करोड़ का जो शॉर्टफॉल है वो राज्यों को फेस करना पड़ेगा. सभी राज्यों का ये दायित्व बनता है कि इस शॉर्टफॉल को आगे आने वाले दिनों में और कैसे पूरा करने का काम करेंगे. इसलिए मित्रों मुझे लगा कि एक यह विषय मैं आपके सामने लाऊं ये सारे टेक एक्सपर्ट्स बैठे हैं, मैं केवल स्टेट्स के इश्यूज क्या उसको मैंने बताने का प्रयास किया है। दूसरा एक और इश्यू मैं 2-3-4 मिनट में बताना चाहूँगा। There was a famous case in the Supreme Court, Mohit Mineral case. But that case, but the order was misinterpreted by the media. और ऐसा एक मैसेज गया कि नाउ द स्टेट्स आर फ्री, कि वो जीएसटी को लागू करने में फ्रीडम है, वो जैसा चाहे कर सकते हैं. दैट इज नॉट ट्रू. Much is being tried to be read in the recent judgment of the apex court in the Mohit Mineral case, but the Honorable Court has only reiterated what has been explicitly stated in the Constitution. The Council was always intended to be a recommendatory body. GST Council ये मैंडेटरी बॉडी नहीं है, रिकमेंडेटरी बॉडी है. वो केवल स्टेट्स को रेकमेंड करती है, यूनियन गवर्नमेंट को रिकमेंड करती है. It does not mandate to the states. It is a recommendatory body. It is already in the Constitution. The GST Council will recommend to the states. So there is nothing new in the judgment given by the Supreme Court in the Mohit Mineral case. Only they have reiterated what it was already expressed in the Indian Constitution. It could not have been otherwise in a democracy where the legislature reigns supreme. State legislature supreme है taxation के मामले में, कोई उसको डिक्टेट नहीं कर सकता है. तो पहली बात है कि मोहित मिनरल केस में देयर वाज नथिंग न्यू. द कोर्ट हैज ओनली रिट्रीटेड व्हाट इट वाज ऑलरेडी मेंशन इन द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, क्या इसका मतलब है कि कोई स्टेट जीएसटी में किसी प्रकार का डिविएशन कर सकता है? कोई स्टेट करेगा क्या? बट नॉट गोइंग बाय द रिकमेंडेशन. सपोज इफ सम स्टेट does not go by the recommendation of the GST Council, then what will happen? No other state will do business with that particular state. Suppose Bihar says that no, we will not agree with the 14% tax rate. We will increase the tax rate from 14 to 16%. So will any other state government, will any other consumer of a different state will do business with Bihar? No, they will not be able to do. And the IGST is there. So IGST is there. So if any state deviates from the recommendation of the GST Council, they will be at a disadvantageous position. और इसलिए पिछले दिनों जब फूड ग्रेन्स पर 5% GST लगाया गया, though all the state governments were part of that decision, it was a unanimous decision. There was no note of dissent. There was no voting on that subject. It means it was a unanimous decision. But no state government dare not to implement that decision, though they were making statements outside GST Council. लेकिन कोई स्टेट ने 5% GST लगाने के निर्णय को विड्रॉ नहीं किया, उन्होंने लागू किया, नोटिफाई किया, और सारे स्टेट्स उसको लगा रहे. तो मैं केवल एक बात केवल यही कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि जीएसटी काउंसिल कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म का बेस्ट नमूना है. मुझे लगता है कि आज़ादी के 75 साल के अंदर राज्यों के कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म का इससे बढ़िया नमूना कोई दूसरा नहीं हो सकता है. इन द लास्ट 6 to 7 years, not a single decision has been taken by voting. Each and every decision of GST Council that was without voting, that was taken place यूनियनमस डिसीजन के द्वारा सर्वसम्मति निर्णय से सारे के सारे निर्णय लिए गए. केवल एक बार वोटिंग हुई है जीएसटी काउंसिल में. दैट वाज आल्सो ऑन द इश्यू ऑफ अ लॉटरी. वन स्टेट गवर्नमेंट insisted that we want voting. They knew that they are going to lose that voting, but still to give a message to their counterparts in their states, they insisted for voting. लेकिन 5 से 6 करीब, लेकिन आज तक जीएसटी काउंसिल में एक भी निर्णय पर वोटिंग नहीं हुई. और मुझे लगता है कि कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म का इससे बेहतरीन कोई दूसरा नमूना नहीं हो सकता है. और अंतिम बात, अमेरिका में इलेक्शन हो रहा है, आज ही शायद मेरे ख्याल से वोटिंग है. दे आर हैविंग ए सीनेट. देयर आर 50 स्टेट्स इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका, स्मॉलर स्टेट्स, बिग स्टेट्स लाइक कैलिफोर्निया. But each and every state is having only 2 representatives in the Senate of America. There are 100 members in the American Senate. So California is having also 2 members. And smaller state like Arizona also, there were only 2 members. उसी प्रकार GST council में a tiny state like Manipur, Tripura, Meghalaya, they are also having the same voting right which Bihar, Uttar Pradesh or Tamil Nadu is having a voting right. So, Mitro, though there are many lacunae, there are many shortfalls. There may be many shortfalls. In each and every system, there may be shortfalls. लेकिन अभी तक GST काउंसिल ने बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से काम किया है. जो कुछ कमियां हैं, 2 त्रुटियां हैं, वो GST काउंसिल के लोग मिलकर बैठकर आगे आने वाले दिनों में समय समय पर उसमें सुधार कर सकते हैं, उसका परिमार्जन कर सकते हैं. तो इसलिए मित्रों, मुझे लगता है कि आज़ादी के बाद GST काउंसिल जैसा कोई बॉडी अभी तक नहीं बनी है. और मेरा तो ये भी सुझाव है कि फॉर एग्रीकल्चर, फॉर हेल्थ, for many other Government of India department, there should be a body like GST Council, where the state governments, the union government, they sit together every 4, 5, 6 months, thresh out the issues and take a unanimous decision. तो मुझे तो लगता है कि GST Council जैसी बॉडी और भी अन्य डिपार्टमेंट्स के अंदर और बनने की आवश्यकता है. तो मित्रों, इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं फिर से एक बार शैलेंद्र जी को अपनी ओर से धन्यवाद देता हुआ अपनी बात समाप्त करता हूँ. जय हिंद, जय भारत, धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Shri Sushil Modi. Always a learning experience hearing you. And now we would like to hear from Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan, Honorable Finance Minister and Human Resource Management Minister, Government of Tamil Nadu, who's here with us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us again.
My distinguished fellow gentleman and lady on the stage, former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Sushil Modi ji, the erudite and extremely powerful orator, the former Finance Minister of Punjab, Mr. Badal, Mrs. Mahajan, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for the chance to be with you here today and to say a few words. Mr. Modi has made several points, but I don't think this is the forum at which I'd like to get into those discussions. I would just say that there's a lot of difference between intent and outcomes. But that's for another day, another time. Today I'd like to just talk about 2 things. One, since we were given an award for reform, to talk about both the crucial need for reform as well as the complexity in actually getting reform done. And second, to talk a little bit about intent versus execution, which I think I touched on yesterday. So as far as reform is concerned, it is not in human nature actually to desire change. Very few people inherently want change, right? We spend our lives learning a language, a model, a way of life, a system, and it's not inherently in human nature to want to upset the context that you have developed and expose yourself to a different model where you might have to acquire different skills and there might be a different hierarchy and so forth. That's broad psychology. You take that to government, it's even more difficult because processes get entrenched. There's very few formal training programs in most government functions. It's by word of mouth or on-the-job learning. And then you take that to politics and the negative consequences, let's say, of some of the deterioration of the quality of politics, whether it's corruption or insider dealing, then, there's a very unidirectional trend. Once something is broken, very few people are interested in fixing it. So in that sense, reform is complicated and very hard to do. In my case, I would say, without the continuous and vociferous support of my Chief Minister, I would not be able to apply many of the things that I have learnt in my decades of professional experience to do the job that I do. As important as that is, consistency, continuity, the alignment of all the senior administrative officers, both within finance as well as in other departments, is also critical if you're going to achieve results. And I'm very fortunate that we have such a brilliant set of officers and that our results speak for themselves. We have brought, after 7 years of ever increasing revenue deficits, in 1 year we have reduced both the revenue and the fiscal deficit by more than 1 percentage point of GSDP, despite having a COVID second wave, third wave, unprecedented reign, first time in office after 10 years out of government. And I think, therefore, the results kind of speak to the intensity of the effort that went in to get these results. But that brings me to my second point. In my understanding, after a mere 18 months, I'm in some ways maybe talking out of turn because the senior ministers on stage here have decades of experience, both as ministers and as politicians, public office. But in my 18 months, and I limit myself to only the government of Tamil Nadu and the GST Council, I would say that money is not the limiting factor at all. Whatever the shortfall is, whether it's 1 lakh crore, 20,000 crore, 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore. In most cases, I go back to the old kind of Keynes speech during the Second World War, that relative to our predecessors, relative to our ancestors, relative to the societies of old, we are enormously rich and enormously benefited by advances in science and technology, in multiplier effects, in leverage. And so anything that we can actually do, we can afford to do. In other words, it is really a problem of administrative bandwidth, of management and execution capability that is the bottleneck for government performance. And I say that across parties and across governments. In my limited experience, that is certainly true both in Tamil Nadu and in the GST Council. Whatever else we may or may not do well, our capacity to translate intent to exact outcomes is very, very limited. Much more a limiting constraint than money. As I say, after 7 or 8 years of revenue deficits being record every year, in 3 years I have committed, with the support of the Chief Minister, that we'll get to revenue neutral. If we get to revenue neutral, our capital spending under the FRBM Equivalent Act will go up from something in the mid 30,000 crores to a number closer to 1 lakh crores in under 3 years or 4 years. I am not sure we have the execution capability to do that much capital spending in one calendar year or fiscal year. That worries me a lot more. If I take that same issue to the GST Council, whatever may be the limitations and the philosophical differences that I may have with the interpretation of Sushil Modi, I say that we both should have the same intent, that is, the execution falls far short of the design. Let's start at the simplest thing. The GST system calls for a council meeting once every 3 months. But if you look at whether that's happening, at least in the last, post-COVID era, that has not happened. You look at the GOMs, the timelines we're given and the function that has happened. I'm a member of 2 GOMs. One that is time-bound, of course the time has been greatly exceeded, on taxation of gaming, horse racing and casinos. And I'm a member of a standing committee or a standing GOM that I would say is vital, which is for systemic reforms. It's the integration of 2 different GOMs, one on computers and systems and one on broader compliance and design. That is a crucial GOM with very many committed, thoughtful members on it. My friend, the Deputy Chief Minister and Finance Minister of Haryana, Mr. Chautala, other members from other states. The problem is the GOM doesn't meet. If it doesn't meet, it's very hard for us to do any real work. And it doesn't meet because the convener hasn't called the meeting. And the convener hasn't called the meeting because the convener's already changed twice in the course. I mean, it's changed once here and in the other committee changed as well. Because in politics, people lose their role in government, and because they lose their role in government, they lose their membership in the GST Council, then they lose their designation into the GOM, and then if they happen to be the convener, then that, is the kind of cold freeze of the GOM's functioning. This has happened multiple times, and we have this strange kind of convention that has been adopted, for which I can find no reference anywhere in the documentation, that if you constitute a GOM, the senior most member of that list of people, meaning if you have a chief minister, they should be given as convener. If you have a deputy chief minister, they should be given as convener. And only then you will give other ministers the role of convener. But that is actually the exact opposite of what you want. How many chief ministers have the time in the scope of their broad responsibilities to be convening GOMs for the GST Council? Surely they have much less time than a deputy chief, and the deputy chief minister has less time than a minister. A chief minister has much less time than a deputy chief minister to be running GOM meetings. So it's this strange kind of self-inflicted constraint on the functioning of GOMs through timing. In many cases, we have lost conveners, and it's taken 6 months for the new convener to be named. So I'm not trying to be a critic. I'm just trying to say, whatever the philosophical differences, those are secondary to the basic question: can you deliver the intent and can you deliver the design that you have designed yourself or you have set yourself? It's not set by somebody else outside. So I think at a broad level, we should let philosophical questions lie for a different day, till we can first execute whatever we are currently trying to execute in a timely, efficient manner that delivers results. And I make that point because what we are here for today is exactly to honor and reward those people who have shown us that they can execute or they can deliver. So in that sense, whether it's a jury award or a deemed award, it is a great joy for me and a privilege to be here to award people who set the benchmark, that say we can deliver, we will deliver, and if we make a commitment, then we follow through on it. I think that should be the motto for us all. And as Mr. Badal said, those of us who come to public life, our greatest ambition is to improve the lives of citizens, all citizens certainly, but most of all, most important, the poorest, weakest, most in need of help. And therefore, the need for doing things that are socially just, that are financially inclusive, that ensure that we have a more equitable society that creates a kind of harmonious environment is the first job for us all. And whenever we make any decisions in public life, whether that is a political decision, administrative decision, as an opposition member, at any role, as long as we remember that principle that we came here to improve the lives of people, particularly the poorest people, the most in need of support, then I think, of course, the country will be a much better place, irrespective of any other differences. And so I thank you again for this opportunity, and I once again congratulate the many winners of the awards, well-deserved winners, and I will take my leave. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. P. Thiaga Rajan. We at TIOL are extremely grateful to all the esteemed guests here and would like to present them with a small token of thanks. Can I please request TIOL team members to be on stage for that? Moving on, I would now like to request all the TIOL core committee members to please join me on stage for a picture with all the dignitaries. Now, before I invite Mr. Vijay Kumar from TIOL to extend vote of thanks, I would like to mention here that the biggest session of the day, the biggest award, will be conferred in the evening, which is the TIOL Fiscal Heritage Award 2022, which is being presented to former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and it will be presented by Cabinet Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari, who will be here to present that award. And along with him, we will also have Mr. Shashi Tharoor joining us. Mr. Martin Wolf will be joining us from London. Of course, Mr. Manpreet Singh Badal has very kindly agreed to stay through that session as well. And we're looking forward to hear from him again. And Dr. Thiaga Rajan will be here with us. And we will also have Mr. N.K. Singh, the chairman of 15th Finance Commission. So make sure that you stay back for that session, which will happen after the high tea, because there'll be a lot to learn from the great speakers who are going to speak in that session. So for now, moving on, I would like to invite Mr. Vijay Kumar, who is a member of the TIOL Awards Organizing Committee, to please come on the dais and present a vote of thanks.
I think after that scintillating session and what she promised ahead, with tea in between, the last thing you would like to hear is a vote of thanks. Anyway, please bear with me for a couple of minutes. Do you know who is the finance minister of Bihar? Anyone knows? No. Uttar Pradesh? No. But here are three finance ministers who were popularly and best known all over the country whenever they were finance ministers. Why? I think I have a problem with Mr. Badal, or rather his mother, not allowing him to join the army. Had he been in the army, I'm sure we would not have lost any war. And if our guns had failed, I'm sure we would have won the war with his talk. Modi Saab has become the most popular finance minister of a state in the country. I think, if I should say it, he was the most popular finance minister after Manmohan Singh in the whole country, because he gave the direction to GST, which Dr. Thiaga Rajan may say is not the right direction, but that is a different matter altogether. In this meeting, in this seminars we had yesterday and today, we had Justice A.K. Patnaik of the Supreme Court, who said that Justice Krishna Iyer was a judge person totally to the left, and Nani Palkiwala was an advocate totally to the right. But we both revere them, we both love them, we both respect them, because ultimately Krishna Iyer wanted money to be distributed to the poor, Palkiwala wanted the country to be rich so that the poor can be rich. And perhaps nowhere in the country can we have this kind of meeting where finance ministers from three different political parties, and we had one in the morning from another political party, and when people saw my photos being distributed, they asked me, how could you arrange so many politicians on one stage? I said, we did not call politicians. We called highly talented economists who are incidentally finance ministers and very incidentally politicians. I'm sure Dr. Thiaga Rajan and Mr. Badal will not pardon me if I take more of your time. More so, you will not pardon me. I'm grateful to all these great people. Ma'am, I didn't forget you. Thank you very much. And above all, thanks to this lovely audience who have been with us for the last 2 days, and better time is ahead with that one and great Finance Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, going to talk to you. Thank you very much. Thank you all. And sorry if I have exceeded my 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay Kumar. I request all the winners of the awards to please come on the stage for a group photograph with the dignitaries. We would like to close this session with a group photograph of all the winners with our esteemed guests on stage. Sridhar, sir, please come. Thank you. I once again request all the winners to quickly come on the stage so that we can have the group photo done as quickly as possible. And then we break for high tea after that. Thank you all. Please join us for high tea now.